All right, let's have it, shall we? Which team will shine here on Sunset? C9 versus FUT starts right now with Achilles and Pepperfin.
A quick bite coming through. Vanity just pushing forward. See that gate crash moving forward as well. yetujey maybe taking some damage there from the dog into the corner though. Xeppaa dazed up. Oxy able to find one, getting traded out. qRaxs is able to double up, find himself a second kill, looking for the third, but can't quite steady the aim. He falls as does MrFaliN. cNed now arriving to the fight. AtaKaptan, however, swinging the corner.
Try to break open some space for C9, but could not really ever get there. FUT just quick to rotate through market from their spawn as well. Really just what a way to start this. And look at the way they're using this breach utility to buy some space, using the Sage wall to cut off angles. So C9 has to make decisions. Do they break the wall to try to fake some information? But they've only got, right, like stingers here actually, along with the sheriff. So a little bit trickier to break those walls down early on. But if they can maybe buy some time, they can maybe get some damage done. This is a pretty hefty investment from C9, of course, a force buy. So
yeah, looking,
already maybe feeling like they need to kind of change what's been going bad for them, right? Vanity talked about it, you talked about it, that they've been having some, slow starts. So what if we can come through earlier with a stronger start, get into that rhythm, get into that momentum a little bit faster. So I don't mind this call at all here from Vanity and C9.
Looks like at the moment it might just be a full push in through B main. No one rotating in towards mid. Bite up over the top. Lineup here from Curry. The drop down just in front of that Nebula. Flash at the ready, break on a one. Oxy pushing forward, finds the first kill. Xeppaa as well, going to be able to take down cNed. That's so much firepower out of the hands here of FUT. C9 look to win this one out with the force buy, and so far it is looking great. Oxy with 3. MrFaliN just around the corner, starts peeking. He will end up dropping as MrFaliN does find 2, but with 3 HP and 3 more players to get through, it's just a nigh impossible task, especially with the flank coming around the backside. Vanity arrives, takes him down.
Yeah, they're going right into it.
The reinvestment comes right back through. Could be a very heavy swing. We'll see if C9 anticipates this at all. cNed with the Vandal. As qRaxs also picking up that heavy rifle.
Well, you've got AtaKaptan and MrFaliN on A, which is the direction currently C9 is kind of leaning. Set up a one-way smoke over here on the corner. Try to give MrFaliN a little bit of a chance there with that stinger. But the rifles are on the other side of the map here, so some opportunity potentially if they keep pushing this direction. But right now, not much information being given over here by either squad. They're both pretty firmly planted on their halves of the map.
That mild spray out from MrFaliN does let Cloud9 know that at least a stinger was bought. So they know that they are not necessarily just going up against classics here. So I have to expect that pretty much everybody on FUT is going to have some level of investment into the round. Or just going to be broken. Spam across, paint shells coming through. Oxy was out of position here for a brief little moment. Ring around the Rosie here on the B site. Jake finding 1, but cNed takes out 2. Xeppaa and Jake now both going to fall. He hasn't seen him, but now he notices that yetujey ends up getting taken down with cNed on for a 3K. Picks that one up. Oxy gone. It's just Vanity and Curry left standing. Satchel's forward, trying to close the gap here. cNed with 15 HP, wants to be the tip of the spear. Flash goes in, MrFaliN melted down. Stinger finding the kill, swap over to the Sheriff. Curry finds himself a second, and now AtaKaptan, the last one standing. He's so low, but Curry gets the headshot.
Phenomenal performance so far this event. Really, as a stand-in, has done such a stellar job.
Absolutely. Look at what's available, though. The mask comes out, AtaKaptan. The one tap, Xeppaa quick to reply, gets another wall bang. It's MrFaliN now taken out. Push up out of the smoke. cNed still going to be good for 1. Now Xeppaa picks up 3. Rotations coming through. Mid-top all the way through the attacker spawn as well here for yetujey. The Sheriff's in hand. Damage definitely possible. qRaxs not buying it. Fake out. The headshot. yetujey. Crispy. Rocket goes in though. Xeppaa will pick up 4 on the round as qRaxs.
With the breach and that kind of thing, and the Sage in particular, using it to try to slow up C9, but it doesn't really seem to bother them.
AtaKaptan not seen as he gets across here. Going to be lingering. Vanity taking a couple of pot shots. Smoke just going to be thrown up. Shots narrowly missing their targets here. cNed will pull back into B site proper. Time mild amount of space being taken as Oxy as well looking to poke and prod over towards A. Sending dupe out over towards A elbow.
Yeah, Jake's trying to get some information from mid, seeing if there's anything going on there, but nobody from FUT was home. They're watching a potential lurk through mid, either in towards mid top or mid B market, but in the courtyard itself, finally now Jake is going to go exploring. But again, concerned about maybe somebody going to try to re-peek him there. Tricky spot to be in all by himself, but he's getting decent information that, okay, well, guys are on the extremity. See if you can find which site you think is going to be a little bit easier to take one way or another, but that Trailblazer doesn't really see anything.
It doesn't, but widely, this is C9 making the correct choice. You can see the rotation just now arriving from MrFaliN. See how involved he can get. The Seeker's going to be sent. Now they're going to rotate it all the way back. Just cutting their way across. It's going to be a spillover through tiles, into mid, into B market. The Flash is looking for something, doesn't find anything. Expecting more behind the Viper, doesn't see anything, sends out the rocket, no damage going to be found, and now cNed, aim is offset, but they have to get the plan. It's just in time, they can't interrupt it, it would seem. He's just out of line of sight. The spike is down, but yetujey gets the collide. Xeppaa and Jake, both going to be taken down. vanity and Oxy now the last one standing. Oxy comes away barely with the headshot. Bring it now into a 2v2, but he is flanked and he is dead. qRaxs finds it, now it's all in the IGL. Spotting MrFaliN for a brief little moment. The fault line gets it stunned, and vanity cannot line up the headshot.
Just gets bamboozled from the side. We've seen that a couple times where people have been able to get on his flanks, but right now, good stuff for both teams. This is one way. Now they're going to try to push it. They've been pretty cautious about this, have FUT. Now they're going to try to show a little bit of a different look. Guarantee themselves the orb, yeah.
Get up over the top here. cNed trying to hold down market. We're about to try to clear it, but cNed will be able to avoid getting spotted. Smoke down coming through, and qRaxs noted up on top of the wall, ends up getting taken down. Oxy, ever accurate, comes away with yet another kill. Just 3 more off that next dimensional drift. yetujey in the meantime trying to hold down the B site. Just drops the pit over in main.
Yeah, no TPs set up just yet for Oxy, but now the pings are coming through here from FUT, kind of recognizing that this might be setting up for an A hit. They've got a couple players back there, but playing pretty deep, playing off contact. Now the information, now the roam starting to come through for yetujey. Too much attention over on this side of the map.
Okay, Dog will be able to see 2. Paint shells going forward. Fault line not going to connect. They're already well past that one. Flash out of the smoke. Nothing going to be spotted. Paranoia goes across, but AtaKaptan dead before it hits Oxy. MrFaliN, however, managing to find 2. Rolling Thunder now going to be coming across. The spike already planted. Jake, however, able to find 1. yetujey taken down. Now the Cosmic Divide coming into play. Paint shells to try to clear them. Xeppaa
right there,
trying to sneak his way up forward. Get close to cNed. He's swinging around the back. Spots him. Takes him out midair. Now it's all on MrFaliN. Surrounded the wall. Not doing him any favors. Still swings the corner. Catches 1. But Jake down low. He has to try to take these fights. The wall going to be expiring here in a moment. If you can isolate, there's 1. Turns from the flash. He's trying to push it. He's in the corner. The classic's out. FaliN gets the ace, but he cannot get the defuse.
As MrFaliN's already got 3 more charges into that.
Now it looks like FUT want to try to up the tempo. Or on a weaker buy, AtaKaptan just with that classic, a sheriff in the hand of MrFaliN. The other 3 with rifles. yetujey. Avoiding the flash and finds Xeppaa around backside. Identifying him, but the swing on the corner. A second kill for yetujey. So much work done, keeps them in with the man advantage. Pit, however, now going to be invested. They know that it's spilling out from the main side.
Got the res here.
Where can the Viper reposition to? Curry for now, still staying at main. The res is available. Moonbot goes forward, but it's just going to be the fake out. Somehow, we need to try to break through this. The rest of the ults pretty much used. Just the Omen TP available. Looking for the transfer. Oxy unable to find it, but now AtaKaptan also going to be taken down as Curry finds the elimination. Backs away. He's so very low, but he finds them both. To hold onto the defuse. MrFaliN trying to do his damnedest, but it's not going to be enough.
What C9 is doing, so now you got to show some different looks. Now you got to maybe see if you can cut them off. Contesting for space once again is yetujey. Toxic screen down, but there's another smoke there. And again, this wall, this time being used towards the A side. Usually they've been putting it towards courtyard. And it's going to be pinged by Oxy. I'm wondering if he thinks maybe they're going to try to stack up on it again, maybe try a double stack this time. Instead, he's just going to break it down, open up enough space for them to get through, but mid-control taken, and Xeppaa gets the opener.
Yeah, fine cNed. Peek around there at the back of market. qRaxs, though, sees Jake, but Jake notices, pulls the trigger just a bit faster. 2 members gone with the money where it's at. Brutal position to be in here for the side of FUT. Toxic screen falling, yetujey. Well, it's a snap on to Curry, just a little bit quicker. Picks up at least one. A workable position, though. They can just find a couple more kills. Nade at the ready. Down past the smoke. It goes past AtaKaptan so he can maintain his position. Xeppaa wants to swing in, and he's punished for that. Interrupt on the plant. Spike not down just quite yet. Oxy, however, comes in with a huge flank. vanity dropping down onto the low ground. Dies, but Oxy is quick on the reply. All on MrFaliN. It's been quite clutch here for them, but they will just counter spray back into the smoke. Oxy getting himself a third.
Over towards mid-top. And then he does a great job there, using the fake out first. He's been often kind of using the fake out to just either distract or then follow up with a flash. Instead, he peeks off of it right away. See MrFaliN watching it. Yeah. Are you a real one? I've still yet to see somebody try to pretend they're a fake out. I still have yet to see it. I'm hoping for that to happen someday.
MrFaliN wise to it. Oxy just waiting to see if there's going to be any kind of forward peek. Knows that they're going to be on a lighter buy, so sometimes you will get that added aggression coming through. Trying to catch your opponents off guard, but so far, it's just been Jake with a nice little linger over towards tiles, catching cNed.
Need that back.
Xeppaa one away from a showstopper.
Miss. qRaxs nearly being spotted, but there you go. As the Trailblazer goes in the chase, he wants to clear it, but Oxy takes it down, push into the corner. One shot onto vanity, but against that Bulldog up close, just nothing more that he could do.
Vanity's gonna get Seekers off this plant. Oxy one away now from his dimensional drift. And they're gonna try. One player from each side, and nope, Curry's not having any of it. yetujey not able to find any success on these lurks. Making a lot of noise, making it pretty easy. But just sheriff's in hand, it is a equal round. Okay.
The captain will be able to find one. Reads that flank is coming through off the left side, but Oxy.
And so not only, is the ult cycle very much in C9's favor, but if they shut them out of this round again, the money's bad still. So this is a very, very important round for FUT.
Okay. The mask goes on. Oxy checking the backside, wants to just run forward. Rocket goes out, yetujey goes down. Oxy running out of time, goes into the smoke, decides to pull it, has the shorty. cNed able to find 2, however, one with the paint shells, one with the vandal. The Yoru dealt with another paint shell built up. Lobs it in, forces Xeppaa away, and push forward across through market. This wall denying all of this audio, door gonna be shut. We'll start rotating through. MrFaliN not able to spot anything here, as they will just cut across into A and get this plant for free.
Yeah, not much that FUT can do now except wait this out. And an early...
Look at this position from Curry.
Exactly what I was just thinking, Achilleos. This deep position from Curry is super scary for FUT because they're not all going to want to come from the same direction, and I think maybe cNed might be the victim.
You can count the footsteps.
Ooh, no, he's not.
There's 2, and it looks like cNed is going to pull away, so a decent awareness. But now Curry just turns his sights to this side to see if he can get a catch. It seems like they want to stay together. The Wolfpack hunting as one. Swing out, Curry going to be shut down. cNed able to find his 3rd kill here. As the showstopper gets drawn out, he's looking for a target. Jake just around the corner. Flash comes in. The swing out from Xeppaa. Finds 2. Rocket takes him down.
For C9, they are more than able to handle that. And again, the ult cycle so in their favor. Here come those Seekers. qRaxs has to get the heck out.
Wants to get on top of the wall, but he missed the opportunity. Just a little bit too panicked, a little bit too quick. Can't get that over the top angle that it seemed like he wanted. Seekers for wall exchanged. Slow orb spent. Still has the heal. Looks like he wants to save it in case somebody gets tagged up just a bit worse. Joins Ball on the opposite side. Flash goes in. Now the chase begins. Xeppaa able to find one. Oxy swinging back through. Trades it up.
Gravity well, right on point as well. The flash to set it up, the players to chase, and then Jake right there on point with his utility to make sure that nothing went wrong. Fake out sent over into the deep part of elbow. And now you've got such a huge lurk from Curry. He is just being an absolute menace on this map. And look at cNed. cNed is just fully walking backwards this whole map. He is so scared of these lurks. I love it.
30 seconds left.
Absolutely put fear into him. Curry might have actually heard a couple of those footsteps. Might have just been on the edge of the range. Either way, it looks like he's going to find his mark, as cNed is not looking backwards this time. He had his eyes set over on the site. Curry finds the elimination. AtaKaptan sat here, Guardian in hand, is going to be good for a one-tap onto Oxy, but now the plant will come through. Once more, yetujey trying to wrap around from this attacker's side. Jake going to make first contact with him. Gets the headshot. Finishes him with a body shot.
Doable.
Doable, but still needs two more.
Viper's Pit.
He has the pit, but there's bites available from Curry to try to keep him off that plant. Looks like yetujey wants to go on a bit of a walkabout. The first bite does come through, but now he has his sights turned, perfectly aware of the rotations that could be possible. Start for C9 was just in the first series, and now everybody is fired up. And the onus is very much on foot to try to get themselves into the driver's seat. Cloud9 don't want to surrender the car.
Observers, please.
No
Hit's going to be dropped in mid. Operating around that tile side flank. Could have a pinch position here onto yetujey, but I don't think anybody exactly wants to walk into this thing. Just hovering on the outskirts.
Trying to take deep mid control, try to cut off C9. They've been so good about skirting through this part of the map or others to get into the backside of foot.
Almost down, vanity inching forward here within this Omen smoke. AtaKaptan just watching, but looks like he's going to start drifting over towards market and leave qRaxs in charge of watching B main.
Still got the rolling thunder for the retake, if necessary. Vanity now.
Flash in front of the wall, knows that no one's going to be holding close. Allows him to take a little bit more space now into the site, but at the same time, yetujey, he's lurked out. He managed to find Xeppaa, and that is going to be the pit getting dropped. Xeppaa off screen finds Curry. Jake, however, trades it back.
It's gone.
It is gone in the last round of the half. No more ults to work with other than AtaKaptan's TP. Could come into play. yetujey finds another one. This time Jake getting taken down. Vanity at the same time off screen opens up B. Now we have a 2v3.
Planted.
Paranoia slightly missing. Both flashes available. cNed jumping up over the top. Vanity is not watching market for him, so Oxy has to try to cover both of these angles. Push into the corner. cNed staying protected. Oxy worrying about the back angle, but now Vanity arriving is able to find one. 12 seconds before he can get a flash, and he's not ready for somebody to be pushed around the pillar. 9-3 at the end of the half. Cloud9 way out in front.
Really curious now how foot is going to be able to kind of recover from a really rough start with how good they've looked throughout this tournament. Are they going to drop their first map here in this offseason? Flash from Vanity to confirm a little bit of info there towards the A side, but only Jake slightly moving over into that direction now. Xeppaa starting to drift there as well. As soon as I think Vanity gets, it didn't get confirmation. He's only going to see one, but it's a save.
Up. Ball line through. Vanity managing to find one, but Jake with the covering fire picks up two.
Obscuring vision.
And already it's catastrophic here for the side of foot, who desperately need this pistol round, but now the spike stranded amongst a graveyard of pistols. FALN creeping forward. A push up maybe through Link, but angles being covered by Xeppaa.
Right there.
They know that they really need to get across to recover this spike. 45 seconds to play through. Star set up. yetujey swinging out wide. Covering for now as they both make it across to safety.
This is going to be rather tricky, and C9 is, I think, waiting for
30 seconds
some
left.
kind of info. And there's the smoke from Jake.
It's quick dissipate.
Yeah.
Push up. yetujey finding one. Oxy showing respect, backs away. Doesn't just ego peek into it. Wisely so, because yetujey has been an absolute monster, but still, they are outnumbered. What a pistol pickup this would be here for FUT. Both of them contained within the site. Flash goes out, not going to be seeing too much. Angels as well, not getting a connection. Bounce it into the corner. It's MrFaliN eating some damage here from the snake bite. Now swings out, but he's taking too much. Xeppaa falling. yetujey finds one, but 4 HP is far too little. He will fall.
To provide some fire support for his IGL. And that's where the real damage was done. So good work off of the utility, and well,
okay,
that's bad news for cNed.
Bad news for FUT. Paint shells over the back. It's going to do so much damage. Would have had the kill, but Vanity just gets that wall bang instead. yetujey now trying to creep forward, trying to catch somebody off guard, and he will be able to catch Vanity. MrFaliN gets himself into the back of the site, but Xeppaa will burn them both down with a bulldog. Get a hell of a nasty bite. Swing onto the corner. Oxy dies, but Xeppaa picks up 3.
The judge going to be in Curry's hands. A couple Guardians for Oxy and Jake. And Xeppaa sitting on that Vandal. So pretty decent investment here still for C9. I mean, they could definitely steal this round away. There's a lot of great angles for these shotguns. A lot of tight angles that are tough to clear. A lot of almost 50-50s.
yetujey makes it to the far side of main. Not getting tagged up by that Guardian. Vanity just holding quite far back, which is a little bit surprising given that he does have a Bucky. You would expect him to be playing a more forward angle. But now, FUT still assessing, really feeling out these sites. Oh, yetujey getting tagged. There is that decay in as well. But still some unwelcome damage taken.
Obscuring vision.
About to check out a market. Xeppaa swings into the site, managing to find one. The paint shells drop. cNed gets out in front of them, but Xeppaa still managing to find the elimination, just snapping on. Now jumps up on top of the boxes here. The flower pots try to become a bit more unexpected with his positioning. And at this point, I mean, only 30 seconds remaining. They're fairly committed to having to play into this side of the map.
Oh,
Xeppaa on for an ace. Do we get a second one? AtaKaptan trying to TP backward, and we will have it. This time it leads to a round victory, as well as a map point.
And if you forget about it one time, that's going to be the time that somebody's sitting there. And they're going to punish you.
I like the restraint. As a lesser raised player, talking about myself, would have pulled the showstopper to try and guarantee the ace there in that moment. Get too greedy. Xeppaa says, I don't need it. I'll save it for the last round. It feels like this very well is it. Fly still scraped together. Guardian there in the hand of cNed. 2 Bulldogs. FUT, they need to find some early advantage here.
Toxins going up.
Now, heavy presence, 4 members hovering around mid. They're in to push their way up through market. Take bite in, but now they meet the judge, but AtaKaptan finds a headshot. Smattering of damage going to be taken, but not too much.
Oh!
That's the showstopper up over the top, somehow doesn't find more, but Xeppaa sprays to get himself a second one. qRaxs and yetujey answering back.
Oof.
Duke managed to take down Jake. qRaxs low on HP, the healing already burnt, but Oxy not prepared.
I mean, you can see the confidence from C9 and the way that they're playing. And I think a part, you know, FUT choosing this map, I think part of it was they thought they could handle the Harbor Viper, which is what C9 ran previously on this map. But with Curry here, and you need to kind of try some different things, and Oxy's Yoru is certainly absolutely a force to be reckoned with. But ooh, Curry
was looking to peek it.
Yeah.
Oxy, okay, didn't quite have the angle, but cNed stuck around. Oxy playing it up patiently, eats a little bit of damage, and then nails the op shot. qRaxs has res. And he desperately needs to try to bring cNed back into this fight. And they safely get themselves into that position, walking their way forward to try to make it happen. Oxy, does he have the lineup? Grab well in, paint shells down. He'll take a hell of a lot of damage, but he will survive. And the heal is there instantly from qRaxs on the back end, so right back up to 100.
AtaKaptan pretty low himself.
Xeppaa, does he push this orb? yetujey looking back away from this one as everybody starts creeping over towards the A side. The ping's coming down. Paranoia has hit, as does the slow. Vanity is just going to try to go for the blind spray here. Here's the footsteps, but so far he's trying to play this one out patiently. Maybe he can slip in behind the enemy lines. Much like yetujey is trying. Jake tries to hold the line, finds the first kill. Into the meat grinder here, it would seem, because there's no time remaining. MrFaliN taken down. Oxy finds qRaxs. 5 seconds remaining. Needs to get the plant, but he just cannot make it happen. Oxy heads for the hills. And that will bring a close to Sunset. C9, 13-4. A dominant display on FUT's map pick.
Yeah, again, the first half was absolutely beautiful.